Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for clicking on the video, and if you did, I assume it's obviously because you want to see how an amateur like me installed hair like you just saw at the beginning of this video. I hope you stick around. This is synthetic hair, and here I was just showing the feel of the hair, how the lace looked like, and the flow of the hair. And I did use two really helpful videos, which I think anybody who really is like new to wig installation is gonna find really helpful. And even if like you're not new, I find those women just truly entertaining, and I loved watching those videos. I'm going to link both the videos down below in the description. Another thing is, this entire video is just a lot of animation from me by me. The blasting freeze hairspray is the got-to-be glue that I could find in store. So it's the one I got. I got the smallest one because I wasn't sure if it was going to get the job done. But thankfully, it worked perfectly. And I know that when I was doing my research on the best glue to get, this is not the one that like people who do wig installs were suggesting. I got this one because I said, we'll see what happens in front. That's the one that I used. I also did use a ghost bond glue. I believe I show it down the line in this video, so keep watching. After every 2 applications of the hairspray, I went in with cool air from my hairdryer just to help it quickly dry out. To be honest, this process took quite a while, and I think it's because I was really cautious. I did go back in a few more times with the glue. After the glue, I also was just following instructions from the 2 videos that I mentioned. One of the ladies does say that applying foundation or some sort of makeup to tint the lace helps, because again, this is not HD lace, it's synthetic wig. After that, I was cutting down my wig cap because the glue that I had applied on my hairline had already dried out. Then I was cutting down the wig cap. I kept this really uncomfortable scene of me cutting too close to my skin on here. I actually even like kept it in slow motion, but be very cautious. I always do my own hair, but for some strange reason I was not really careful with how close I was moving with the scissors, and I nipped a bit of my ear off, but thankfully it was nothing of a bloodbath. As I was cutting down the wig cap, I'm going to say that I was a bit nervous, and you're going to see why in just a moment. On one of the videos from the ladies whose videos I was watching to educate myself, she does use a sew method to secure the back of her wig cap. And in retrospect, I wish I had done the same thing to secure the back of my lace, because that would have protected the back of my actual hair, instead of me clipping it with the wig as I was putting it on. But I mean, not a train smash. I didn't do it. I wish I had done it. I was a little bit worried about the frayed bits of the wig cap, but I mean, I figured it out also thanks to a technique that I learned in those videos. The thing I was mentioning earlier that you're going to see is a bit of a concern to me is how far ahead my wig cap is. I have a very deep widow's peak, which is why I have a very 5 head, and the way this wig cap is sitting was making me feel very nervous, because it felt like I was covering my whole forehead up, and I wasn't feeling that. I mean, I have a big forehead and I like seeing my forehead out, but I mean, I'd already applied it and was stuck on. I was so nervous to like yank it back and lose hairline. I was not going to do that. The excitement I'm displaying here is thanks to a technique I saw from Miss Rush Posh here on YouTube that figures out those frayed bits I was a bit worried about. This is where things were starting to go sideways, because suddenly I was doubting if I even have the right shade of makeup for my own skin tone. And I think that's because as the glue dries on your skin, it changes the way the makeup picks up onto your skin. Anyway, technicalities. Here I was just tying the back of the wig so that it fits onto my head. On L'Exclusive TV, there is a technique that she uses to like make wigs tighter, and I don't know, I feel like if I didn't find my wig tight enough, I would have tried that, because she also just explained it so well. Guys, I can't rave enough about how well explained both those videos are for a beginner like me, because I was quite nervous doing this myself. But I mean, they just make the whole thing so palatable, so enjoyable, so understandable, which made everything to this point a breeze for me. I did make a bit of a mistake by cutting too inward on my ears, and I regretted it like way down the line, because this wig was just really tight on my head. My ears were uncomfortable, and that's just the whole me thing, because again, I'm a beginner, so I was really open to making a few mistakes. This technique, I think everybody really does use as I like watch wig videos. I do think I'm following this one from Miss Posh Posh again. It just made cutting really easy for me because I was just nervous. Now I'm real nervous because I don't want to. I'm nervous. Let's see. Yeah, no, truly, I was nervous. So I cut it down in sections, doing the whole zigzag motion, and again, like I was just really off on the idea of having it so close to my eyes when usually it's just islands and islands there. I applied the ghost spawn glue that I just showed on screen right now multiple times. I think I went over 3 times, between 3 to 5 times. I wasn't particular about wanting the wig to stay on my head forever and ever, but I did want it to be secure. So I let it dry, followed instruction right down to the T. On occasion, I would use glue, but also I was not in a hurry on the day, so I would like let it air dry itself and until it appeared clear. I kept my face toner nearby so that I could like wipe off the extra glue that I didn't want on my forehead, so that I didn't have that problem when I was like cleaning up and then it just lifted the whole thing. I was very cautious. After approximately 3 to 5 applications of the ghost bond glue, I applied one side of my wig onto the glue and smoothed it back with a really tiny comb. See, this is where I was starting to have problems, because you can tell that in as much as I cut my glue, my ear tabs close in, it was just not enough to secure my actual lobes. Really complicated. I don't know how I'm going to manage that the next time. Then I went over to the other side, did my little 5 layers of glue, then I smoothed it down as I was applying the lace of the wig onto the part that was going to be my new hairline. Held it in place for quite a while, and still I didn't get the ear tabs properly glued down, so I went back in with a few more layers of that ghost bond glue and I let it dry so that it was like clear. And then, because one of the ladies did suggest that you must apply the spray glue on top of the hairline when you were done applying it, that's exactly what I did before putting on the lace band, or what's that band called? That band. Mine is actually a stocking and not an actual band. That's why I'm fighting with it, but it was just flexible and it worked really well until just now, you'll see. I kept the band thingy on for like what, 25 minutes. I mean, it was quite a while, as I was straightening my hair and keeping it like straightened. The hair itself is straight. I just liked having it even more straight with the help of a hair straightener. shot the rest of the straightening off camera, and me smiling down there is me smiling to TikTok. Hey. Yeah, guys, those remarks are like real remarks because look at that. I had to use my tweezer to move the, like, see those scales of glue. I did not enjoy those, but I won over them eventually. Here you can see that the glue is still on my skin even after I was using my toner so consistently to remove it, because I didn't want to have that problem that I just had with the band and the glue. But eventually this was me. I think I liked it. That is it for this video, you guys. Thank you so much for watching till the end. If you enjoyed it, give it a like. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button so you and I are proper locked in for life. I don't know how I feel about it yet. I'm so glad that I just put it into a like straight back vibe, because having it parted was another thing that was stressing me, because I realized that I didn't place or cut the sides of the ears right down the middle. I'm sure I cover the details over the voiceover, and if I don't, I will do subtitles. And tell me what you think. Leave a comment down below and rate it. Let's do a rating 1 to 10, and I'll take brutal honesty. I won't take a 2 out of 10. I'll take full honesty. Thank you so much for watching, friends. I hope you enjoyed this very beginner, very amateur, beginner for beginner by beginner